customers, sometimes they can be the worst. That's something I've heard talking to some companies around the world, and it's mostly in a joking manner. But the thing is, we got to really figure out is, what are the types of buying behavior we actually do see from our customers, so we can know what should we be telling them, what should we share with them, what's going to be influencing their decisions and what's not. And so what this video is going to do is it's going to talk about these buying decisions and also, kind of how people come up with them. And what we're going to look at is how these decisions are affected by the brands. Is it a brand or a product with lots of differences, or are there very few differences between brands, okay? And then also we're going to look at it in terms of how important it is for that client, how involved they're going to be. Is it a high involvement thing where it's really, really important to me, or is it a low involvement thing where it's not super important, okay? Now, if you look at the kind of the matrix that comes up with this, you are going to have high involvement versus low involvement going across, and then on the top you'll have basically the major product differences, lots of differences between products, and then the lower side will have very few or maybe no differences between the different brands or products that are available. Now, if we're looking at something that's going to be a high involvement kind of product, something that's really important to us, and there's a lot of differences between the brands or products, that's called complex buying behavior. So this is buying expensive stuff or very important stuff or things that are going to matter to us, and we're going to want to do as much research as possible to make sure we make the right choice, okay? So if we're a company and people are making, they're buying a house or they're buying a car or something like that, we're going to put out as much information as we can to help them make the best decision possible, to make sure we stress our differences. Why are we the better school to go to? Why are they the better car for you to buy? These kind of things. And so you'll see, hey, we won the J.D. Power Award, or we won this award, or we have leather seating, stuff like that. They're going to stress these differences, okay? And they're going to stress the differences that are important to the client. We're not going to talk about, we have 4 wheels. Yeah, everybody has 4 wheels. What they're going to talk about is we have the patented anti-lock braking mechanism that will keep you safe. Oh, well, I'm buying a car and I got kids? Yeah, that's one of the things that's going to be really important to me. So in this complex buying behavior, you're going to be putting more information out there. The thing is though, sometimes there's a lot of differences in the brands, but I don't really care. I have very low involvement, and that's called variety-seeking buying behavior, okay? And with variety-seeking buying behavior, what you're gonna see is in its name. Sometimes you buy something different just because you can. Look, I love Culvers. I mean, you've watched my videos, you've probably been in my class, you know I love Culvers, right? But sometimes I sneak over to Wendy's and get a Baconator. It's not that I don't like Culvers, I love it, but sometimes you want something different. You're variety seeking, and so you do have that, because there are differences between a McDonald's, a Culver's, a Taco Bell, Wendy's, these kind of things. But sometimes people just want something different. And so what you'll see in this case, if you have products that people are buying in this variety seeking buying behavior, what you'll have is you have multiple options. So Kellogg's cereals are a good example. They'll have corn flakes, they'll have frosted flakes, they'll have chocolate frosted flakes, they'll have cinnamon sugar frosted flakes. Any kind of frosted flake you want, we're gonna have that. But also we're gonna have Raisin Bran if you wanna be healthy, or if you wanna have something corny, we have Corn Pops. They have all these different products out there, so when people are kind of seeking a different variety, we have something different for them. That's why when you go to restaurants, they usually have a range of products. They don't just sell, we only sell a cheeseburger. No, we have cheeseburgers, we have hamburgers, we have fish burgers, we have vegan burgers, we have bean burgers, we have chicken nuggets, we have salads. They have all this, so when people are just saying, you know what, I'm gonna try something different, we have something for them, okay? So that's why you have a lot more product line breadth and product line depth when you are selling products in this variety seeking buying behavior area. Now, the third quadrant I'm going to talk about is dissonance reducing buying behavior. If you're not sure what cognitive dissonance is, that's buyer's remorse. Like when you buy something, you're like, why did I buy that? Did I make a mistake? That kind of feeling. This buying behavior is in order to eliminate that, okay? And what you're going to see is you have this kind of, dissonance reducing buying behavior when it's something expensive, it's risky, right? And kind of purchases, and there's not a lot of differences between the products. I mean, honestly, go to the store and look at all the cell phones that are out there, right? I mean, they all look the same. They got a touch screen, yep. They take pictures, yep. They have internet, yep. I mean, there's not a lot of differences. I mean, they're a rectangle. You have a rectangle in your pocket. And the thing is how do I know which one's good? I don't want to buy the wrong phone. And so what ends up happening is people tend to buy brands that they know. That's why I'm going to guess if you look in your phone, you're watching right now, you're probably on an iPhone or an Android phone because you know those things, because that reduces the chance of buyer's remorse. I've had an iPhone before, I'll feel comfortable with that. I had a Samsung Galaxy S before, I'll be happy with that. So people kind of stick with what they know. And so if you're in this kind of area, what you're going to need is having a lot of assurances for the clients. Again, those awards will pop up as well to say why they're better, but a lot of times there's not very many differences. So it might come down to recommendations. So reviews online become very important when people look things up, these kind of things. And another thing that's going to be really important with this one is you want to make sure people don't feel bad about their purchase later. So the after sales care or after sales service becomes very important if you're selling products that fit into this very few differences, but people are really involved and really important to them. So you want to have that. So they will call up, hey, how's your product working for you? Is it okay? Can we help you? You have those things so people don't feel bad and they don't have that buyer's remorse. And the fourth quadrant is when it's low involvement, i.e. we don't really care, and there's not really many differences between the different products that are out there. I mean, think about it, do you really care what sugar you buy? Do you really care what gas station you go to and get gas from? No, not really. And this is what's called habitual buying behavior. These are things you just buy in habit. I just go there and buy it. I don't really think about it. And so what it is, it's usually low cost, low important products you're not really thinking about. So for these ones, what we're trying to do is we try to stay top of mind with the clients. So that's why you get those reminders. Hey, don't forget to buy here. Or you have a lot of commercials. So hey, don't forget the Charmin. Like, all right, I got to get the Charmin. Do we have TP? These kind of things. And so what you'll see is sometimes it's just a slight change will give you more options. So you might have, now we have a Snickers with more almonds or less peanuts or whatever. You have these different things out there. And also what you'll see is sometimes just slight price differences can have a big impact. I mean, think about it. When you're going to get gas and the one on this side of the street is $3.05 and the one across the other street is $3.04. You will make the left turn and get in there to save that 1 penny. But your car has what, 20 gallons? Okay, so you're gonna save 20 cents to go over there. Yes, that's how people decide things. And so that's what we have to look at is sometimes there are all those little price differences that people decide on. That's why sometimes we gotta make sure we keep them top of mind. So like, oh, I should go to Shell instead of the other place because I like Shell, I guess. You have those things out there. So we might try to inspire people to come back, hence why there's all those loyalty programs at gas stations and stuff like that, because hey, you know what? I'm buying this stuff a lot of times. I'm not really thinking about it. You got to give me a reason to go back. Anyway, I hope this helps you understand the 4 different quadrants of buying behaviors that we do see in customers. I mean, there's other buying behaviors out there, but this is one that really focuses on if you have products and brands with a lot of differences or very little differences, and how involved the client is, how important it is to them, the purchase they're making. Is it super important, highly involved, or is it not very important and low involvement? So I hope that helps you know a little bit more. I want to say bye from Mystic, Connecticut, and good luck on your next topic. Bye.